Now, make sure you listen to this explanation all the way to the end of the video, because for some of y'all might get triggered at some point. But for the rest of y'all, it's going to set you free. So just listen to the whole explanation. Okay, so being in the will of God, it's actually quite simple. If you haven't seen that other video, why am I being punished if I have free will, if I'm not doing the will of God? Go watch that first. And then this is the explanation of what the will of God is. So the will of God is simply exercising your free will without opposing the free will of others. That's literally all the will of God is. Literally. And typically when you are outside of the will of God, it includes mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical crimes. And these crimes typically manifest in actions of oppression. Let's just leave it at that. You know what you experience when somebody's opposing your will or suppressing your will. You know what that feels like. That is not the will of God. The will of God is literally allowing everybody to have free will. So let's talk about some pretty relatable examples of what it would look like to be in the will of God as opposed to being outside of the will of God. All right, so let's say, the Bible, right? You reading the Bible because you want to read the Bible is in the will of God. You trying to make somebody else read the Bible that does not want to read the Bible is outside of the will of God. Another example, a strip club. If I'm a stripper and I'm in the strip club with willing participants that's also in that strip club watching me strip, we are all within the will of God. I know that's controversial, but it's true. Because I'm exercising my will, I'm not hurting anybody, and everybody that's there are willing participants, and they're not hurting anybody. They're not trying to make me do more than what I want to do while I'm stripping. We're all in the will of God. Now, if I, as a stripper, were to go to a place where they don't want to see strippers, I would be outside of the will of God. If someone came into the strip club in which I was at, and they wanted to tell me that I shouldn't be stripping, although that's what I want to do, they would be outside of the will of God. I hope this makes sense. As long as in that strip club, there's nothing happening that makes anybody feel oppressed, suppressed, opposed, and everybody's having a good time, we are all in the will of God. Simple. And I know a lot of religious people would like to probably disagree with what I just said, but that's why you are outside of the will of God. That is why you are experiencing the type of life that you're experiencing, because you want to oppose your will on other people. That's not the will of God. Also, another aspect of being outside of the will of God is going against your blueprint, like the blueprint that you were sent here to accomplish. So when you have an innate desire inside of you, you have that desire because it's a part of your blueprint. And you're supposed to live out those desires in order for that blueprint to be completed, because your individual blueprint is a small portion of the entire blueprint of the collective. Okay. So it's like you're one small piece of the puzzle to the large puzzle. And if you are not doing what's innately inside of you, you are not helping the entire collective complete that puzzle. I'll give you an example of what this looks like. So let's say you have an innate desire to be an artist. I don't know what kind. You could paint, draw, sing, whatever, dance, I don't know. And instead of doing what your innate desire is, instead of following your individual blueprint, you decide to be an attorney. I don't know. You will find that living outside of the will of God, which is that individual blueprint that you have been given for you to carry out in this lifetime, you'll find that your life is unsatisfactory. It's not peaceful. You still yearn for more things, and you are insatiable because you're not following the innate desires that have been put inside of you. You are living outside of the will of God. Aside from being unhappy, other consequences of living outside of the will of God by not following your own innate blueprint, your life could be in shambles. You could have financial ruin. All these things are consequences, not punishments, but consequences of living outside of the will of God, which is following that innate blueprint that has been put inside of you. Another example of living outside of the will of God or not following your own individual blueprint, which is something that I've gone through several times, which I'm mad at myself now because I didn't understand, but now I understand, would be, so let's say you're living inside of your blueprint, but the person you're attached to is not living inside of their blueprint. And for whatever reason, they're experiencing the consequences or the effects of not living inside of their blueprint. And you try to be Captain Save-A-Ho, and you try to help them divert the consequences. By doing that, you consequently step outside of your blueprint. And so while they are averting the consequences of living outside of their blueprint due to your assistance, now because you are living outside of your blueprint, you start to experience calamity, financial ruin, unpeaceful situations, when what you should have done was encourage them to live inside of their blueprint, as opposed to trying to help them avert the causes or the consequences of living outside of their blueprint. I hope this makes sense. I'll give you a personal example. Okay. When it happened to me, so I was living inside my blueprint. I was financially stable. Everything was good. What I did was I saw somebody who I was giving counsel to them. Okay. I was telling them what they needed to do, and they were hard-headed. They never would follow the instructions that I would give them. And as a result, they always found themselves in calamity and ruin. And I don't like watching people suffer. So what I tried to do was I tried to step in and keep them from experiencing rock bottom. And as a result, I experienced rock bottom. Terrible. It was terrible. Once I stepped out of the way, once I allowed them to hit whatever rock bottom was supposed to look like for them, as a consequence of not following their blueprint, because that opposing force or that rock bottom moment is supposed to push them back towards their blueprint. It's supposed to push them back towards the will of God. But I was standing in the way, so I got hit. But once I removed myself, once I got back into my own personal blueprint, I started to prosper again. On the flip side of this, if you are living outside of your blueprint and you are experiencing unhappiness and everything like this, and you see somebody else living within their blueprint or living within the will of God, they're prospering, but you're jealous about it because you're not prospering, but it's because you're not living within the will of God and you're not following your blueprint. If you try to step in the way of them, following their blueprint and continue to flourish in the will of God, you will experience double the consequences or the effects of living out of your blueprint, because you're extra stepping out of the will of God. You're extra stepping out of your blueprint in order to step in the way of another who's actually doing what they're supposed to do. So this is what the will of God is. I hope that this makes sense, and I wish you luck in following your own personal blueprint and staying within the will of God. You're welcome.